Kansas State obviously presents a lot of challenges.
Yeah.
What jumps out about them?
Yeah, length, athleticism, their pressure. They've done a phenomenal job turning teams over. We're going to really have to do a good job of handling that if we want any chance of winning. Have to get back in transition. They're very fast up the floor. Their defense turns their offense, and their deflections turn them into offense on the other end. So Jerome's doing a really good job in his first year. And they accumulated a lot of talent, and their length and athleticism is what stands out to me. And they've got guys that are skilled that can make shots all over the floor.
You guys had a crazy week a week ago. Now we got a week off. How has the team processed what happened between the 3 games last week and then the opportunity and the importance of this game?
Yeah, team's doing well. They obviously had a very important week with finals, and it's always a very unique time in our schedule. In this business, when you have finals week, you have a couple guys that really have to finish strong in that area. Our guys, for the most part, did a great job all semester putting themselves in a good position. But there's always a couple guys that really have to do a great job finishing and cramming and staying, having long hours over with the tutors. But looks like our guys have done a really good job, and we won't have any issues heading into the next semester. It's an emotional time as well, especially when you came off of last week, and then you have the lull of a week without playing games. And now we got to get back into that competitive spirit. We try to have good, hard, competitive practices, but nothing compares to that game-type action. And, really we haven't played a team like this in a long time that has this type of length across the board and athleticism. They're really good on the offensive glass, and we have to get back, and we have to get our defense set. Probably pretty similar to Creighton as far as getting back and getting them into a half court, by maybe sacrificing a little bit on the offensive glass. But, again, it's a great opportunity for us, again, playing against another Power 5 team, Power 5 league in a great venue, and an important stretch for us heading into the break.
About 2/3 of their buckets are assisted. It starts with Noel at the point.
Yep.
8 a game. How do you defend a team like that where it's so ball movement dedicated and you have a dynamic playmaker?
Yeah, he is really dynamic and does a phenomenal job getting downhill. And he's a guy that can really step out and hit from anywhere. He's got deep range on his shot. He's 4th in the nation in assists right now. And then Keontae Johnson poses a huge problem on the other end as well. And I couldn't be happier for that kid for everything he went through. Similar type story with heart disease in our backgrounds, and to see what he is accomplishing is it's a great story after what he went through. So really happy for him. But he is really good. He is very talented. He's got incredible length. He's really quick off the floor, and he's right now 59% overall, 50% from the 3, and over 80% from the free throw line. So kid's having a phenomenal year. But Noel does a great job getting them into their offense, getting them into their sets. And then they've got guys that pose a lot of problems just based on their size.
You've obviously had a lot of success personally at T-Mobile Center, formerly Sprint Center. What's the challenge of going to a neutral site arena like that, where I guess you don't know what the crowd's going to be like, and just an arena that big? Is there any adjustment?
Yeah, I think the biggest problem is going to be the change in name. I'm going to still try to probably call it Sprint Center. Yeah, so, it is. I got a lot of great memories in that building, and cutting down the nets in back-to-back years, winning Big 12 tournament championships is something that I'll always remember. Still have the picture in the basement, Sam and Charlie, my twins, up there cutting the nets down. And, it seems a little bit weird now with the size of Sam. But, I have some great memories in that building. And, it's a cool place to play. As far as the size of it, it shouldn't be that much different than what we play in at home every night. But it's going to be unique. These neutral site games, hopefully we get a good crowd in red down there. And I know Kansas State, they've always got a great fan base, so I know they'll be there being 45 minutes from their campus. So, again, it's important. We just got to stick to our principles. We have to do a great job getting back in transition. We have to take care of the ball, and we have to finish off possessions on the glass.
K-State's been double digits in 5 of his past 6, I believe, shooting almost 43% from 3. How important has his evolution offensively been to your recent success?
Say it again.
5 K-State double digits.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, he's finding his spots, and I think he's really improved as a cutter, and he's very random in his movements, which is hard to prepare for. But he's really figured out, and he's really playing off of Derrick well. and he knows if he cuts hard, cuts with force, cuts with pace, that Derrick a lot of times will find him, and Greasel will find him on those cuts and slashes. And then just the confidence he's playing with right now, those threes he hit in the Purdue game to get us back into it. I think the second one got it back to a 4-point game, and just, the atmosphere in there when Casey's hitting shots like that is off the charts, and it's fun to see. He's got such an infectious personality. He plays the game with such joy and passion, and it's been good to see his hard work, pay off this year and be rewarded for everything that he's done. But, I think when you look back over Casey's last year, he's used to the speed of it. He came in, I think it's a huge adjustment for everybody. But what he has been able to do after a great summer on his national team and build confidence that way against some of the best players in the world is certainly carrying over to his confidence that he's playing with right now.
More on the team's confidence overall. I mean, are they starting to kind of buy into the way they've really been working together, especially defensively?
Yeah, I think that's been the number one thing that we've stressed to this team is really trying to create a defensive identity, and you see the passion they play with. I think at one point Emmanuel threw the bones out there last game, and got the crowd into it. Juwan, every night he's going to go out there and guard and defend. Blaze giving us good minutes. Then really everybody. You see CJ's progression as a defensive player. Griesel's always going to be in the right spot as tremendous IQ on both ends of the floor. Jamarcus Denham, both can really stay in front of the ball. So we've got a lot of guys out there that have made strides in Casey. Casey last year, we had to really try to hide him a lot in the defensive end. But again, he knows what this league is about now. And our guys, I'm proud of them for buying into that defensive identity. The ball did not go in the hoop the other night against the number one offense in the country, and we still had a chance to beat them. Had plenty of opportunities. Unfortunately, we couldn't convert when we needed it most. And but again, you do that against the number one offensive team in the country. That's a pretty good sign.
Everybody healthy?
We're doing good. We got a couple guys battling illness. We had one guy miss practice yesterday, but he was back on the floor today. So I anticipate we'll be good going into the game tomorrow.
Fred, what's your history with Kansas State's new head coach, and how has he been able to take that program and get him off to a really good start?
Yeah, Jerome was huge in the success of Baylor, a lot of really good Baylor basketball teams, the championship that they won a couple years ago. So just playing against Scott Drew's teams where Jerome Tang was a huge part of that staff as far as bringing in the talent. And I've been impressed with what he's doing on the floor. And again, the pressure that they apply to you on the defensive end, you can see the passion that he coaches with over there in the sidelines. And it looks like his team has really bought into that. All right, thanks, guys.
Merry Christmas. See you all.
Questions for Derrick? I'm afraid the game's in.
Any questions for Derrick?
You're excited to return home and play, maybe in front of some family and friends.
Yeah, I am. This is the first time that I've got to play in KC since being in college, so it'll be very fun. Just playing right in the middle of my home and also playing another Kansas team as well, so that'll be really fun.
How many friends and family you got?
Like 30, 40 people. Yeah, I'm excited.
You've been having to bug your teammates to try and get some.
Yeah. Every day is a hassle. It's been a hassle, but no, they looked out for me, so I'll be fine. Yeah.
Were you recruited by Kansas State out of high school?
I honestly I don't think I was.
It's not on your profile.
Yeah, I don't think I was.
You know, I mean, being from that area, just a couple hours away from Manhattan, how'd you feel about that?
I mean, K-State didn't recruit me, Mizzou didn't recruit me, Kansas didn't recruit me. So it was bittersweet, you know, just because that's hometown, and you know, when you first want to go to college, you really don't want to go super far, especially when you got good programs around you. But I mean, if I ever get a chance to play those teams, I want to kill them. So just because they didn't recruit me, you know.
It's the second time that you guys played them last year. And the fact that it's in Kansas City, your hometown,
Yeah.
in-state school that maybe passed you up.
Yeah.
How much motivation do you have right now?
A lot, you know, but you know, it's still just another game, you know, even though I think my motivation more so comes from just my family being there and being able to play in my home. No matter who we playing, you know, my motivation comes from just my family and my teammates being excited for me going home. So, yeah, I still want to kill them.
I guess Coach was talking about their press and just how long and athletic they are across the board. Have you faced, just from what you've seen on film, have you faced anything comparable to this season?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. I mean, I have a lot of experience. And thinking about college is everyone's fast, everyone's physical. You know, everyone can shoot it, everyone can jump. So hopefully they're saying the same thing about us and our defense. You know, I just look at them as another opponent. And I don't know, physicality really don't bother me much. So we just got to focus on us and just match their energy, or if not, make them match ours.
A couple guys just responded this week. Last week was so crazy with all the games, the highs and lows and whatnot. You get a week off, just kind of marinate. Where are you guys mentally right now going this week?
Mentally, we're still hungry. You know, we felt like we let a couple slip last week, and we know these two next games going into the break are really important for us heading into a conference. So mentally, we're all hungry, and I feel like we got a lot more energy now because of the days off. So we can't wait to play.
Anything else for Derrick, guys? Anything else?
It's a wrap.
Off the bus.
Have a good one.
Two.
I broke my hand.
How do you